and everything. So then you have the flap on the inside in here and then also in here. If this is anything, oh, there's a little serial number inside too. Oh, it smells so good. Do you know that smell of fresh leather? It smells good. Anyways, so you have the little Chanel emblem here. Again, I don't know what Chanel really looks like, but from what I'm seeing, this looks really, really good. The quality of this looks so nice. Like, obviously it's real leather, so it's not like they're faking the leather. The only thing that is a dupe is obviously the Chanel emblems everywhere and the Chanel name on things. Otherwise, it's just a bag that is constructed the same way, but it still is a leather bag. The quality of this is so nice. Like, I won't lie, I was definitely hesitant to purchase this. It is a pretty penny. You know, it's over $300. However, you are still getting quality leather and you're getting the craftsmanship. So that's what you're paying for $300, is the quality of this. And so far, just looking at this, it seems like really nice quality. Like, I don't see any stitching out of place. Like, they definitely made it so that it's worth your $300. I have a question for real Chanel owners. How in the fuck are you okay with this? Like, it's leather, so every single purse will do that, but it's like shoes, and how they say don't crease the shoe. This is gonna crease every time you open this. Like, oh my god, I think I'd go crazy if I spent over $5 grand and it does that. I would lose my shit. I'm gonna bring my husband over here. My husband is really good at spotting good leather. I don't know why. Wait a minute, did I find an imperfection? No. It's the damn zipper tricking me. I love this. Now, I'm gonna show it on my body in case you are like me and plus size and are curious what it looks on a plus size body. However, this is the end of the day. I had just got home from work and I had to get in my pajamas. So do not make fun of me. So obviously you can wear it like this. As a plus size person, I wouldn't. This drives me insane. But you can do it this way. So this is probably how I will carry it, because this is not going to fit crossbody. Like, chain looks pretty nice. I know that is a telltale sign of if it is a fake. So again, I don't know enough about Chanel to tell you that, but let me just show you a close-up for anyone who is very well versed in fakes, and you tell me how well that chain, because I know something about like how they lay or something like that, and how it's like intertwined is like a difference. Again, I've looked up like how do you tell a dupe before in the past, and I think that was one of the reasons. But overall, I'm really shocked how nice this quality is. Like, this leather and the craftsman work on this, like, I'm not kidding, I don't see an imperfection anywhere. Also, we've got the stamping up here. I just want to show you guys all the Chanel parts, so that if you are an authenticator out there, or if you just know or have a real one, you can kind of base that off of this to see how legit it is. So it does have also, you know, I forgot to show you these, like all the details on the buttons and stuff like that. Okay, I'm gonna get my husband because I want his opinion. Can I get your opinion?
I suppose.
Will you be on camera or no?
Sure.
I mean, you do look like a burly man, but...
I know, sorry, this is really bad.
I want your opinion, because you're really good with leather. What are your thoughts?
Well, normally, when you get...
This is caviar leather, supposedly.
new leather, like new things, it's always hard.
Yeah, that's stiff.
So...
You should have seen me trying to open it.
From feeling it and smelling it, that's absolutely real leather.
Well, I know it's... Well, I guess I don't know, but it's said to be real leather. Look how tight this part
That's 100% real leather.
Yeah, I know. It smells like it. I told you, he's very anal, which is why I wanted him to do it. What is it?
Just look at it.
Yeah, that gives away the fake.
Yeah.
He's talking about the zipper, which, again, if you have a real Chanel, let me know what that zipper is like. Is it the leather, or is it like an actual,
Can you show him that part?
No, I mean, kind of.
Well, I'm just talking about, like, they cut it at an angle.
Thought made it fake actually just indicate its age. So I'm going to tell you about those things. Anyway, before I get into that, I guess before I show you around, I looked at the item again and I said, okay, I'm going to send pictures to Authenticate first, which I did. It's $10. They have expert authenticators and they will authenticate your item for you. So I sent them all of the pictures and really made sure I emphasized all the things that I wasn't sure about. And it came back and they said it was real. So I closed the return. I decided not to return the bag and here I am. So I love it. I actually really like the older version. Maybe eventually I'll get a newer one, but I'll show you this bag and the condition that it is in. I'm not going to do a review. I may save mod shots and that sort of thing for later because I want to use it before I give a review and show what fits inside and all of that. This is really just story time. So anyway, this bag is real, but I do want to show you what I saw that made me kind of question that. So the first thing I noticed, and I went to see the Lady Dior in person a few different times. I talked to the sales associates and a lot of times they said, you know, the bag hasn't changed that much over time and these are things that are constant. But of course, again, this first version was a little bit different. So one thing is that the handles fold all the way down. Now, the leather is a little warped, so that could help make it sort of fall all the way down, and sometimes it does get caught and stay kind of in the middle, but as you can see right now, the handles have fallen down. In the newer versions, they stop here. So that is something that's a little bit different. I actually like that the handles fall all the way down. I think that that's quite nice. It's more comfortable when you're carrying it on your shoulder. This strap is a little bit smaller as well, and so it's really better for a shoulder bag than a crossbody strap. But the strap is here, and so I liked that it folded down, but then I realized that you cover up the Dior, and so, you know, you don't see kind of the beauty of the bag quite as much. That's the first thing. In terms of wear, I noticed that there was wear on the corners, but that was pretty much it. There's a little bit of stuff on the bag. It could use another cleaning, but generally it's pretty good. The hardware's got some minor scratches, but nothing terrible. The worst is right there, and it's quite small. So that's the bag. The biggest thing about this bag, the biggest issue, is the loss of shape. So it's stuffed right now, but I will show you what it looks like when it is not stuffed. Here's the bottom of the bag. So this is the next thing that I thought indicated that this bag was not real, but in fact just makes it vintage. This first addition is that it does not have feet. So the Lady Dior should have 4 or 5 feet in the newer version, and they have sort of this special shape that a lot of other bags don't use. So I know a lot of places had said to authenticate it, make sure that the feet are correct. So I got this bag and said, well, there are no feet, so obviously this is not real. Again, first version. Most of the authentication sites out there that say how to authenticate your Lady Dior are not talking about this first edition. They're only talking about the more recent versions. So that was one thing. Another thing that I kept in mind to authenticate was that the CD is the same on all of these, that it is etched nicely, of course. Another thing to notice is that the interior has the screw backs. So these aren't actually screw backs, but they are there to be reminiscent of this first sort of idea. Now, perhaps the newer ones have the fake screw backs just to be reminiscent of the first version, and perhaps these are real and it is just screwed in. I'm not sure about that, but I know that you want to make sure that it has this kind of screw backing. This should be quite heavy as it is here, this nice pull, and it should have these 3 different rings going different directions basically. So all of that indicated that it was in fact real. That's the exterior. The other things that I noticed were the interior. So let me quickly unstuff it so that I can show you that. Okay, so here is the interior of the bag. If you notice, the bag has lost its shape. So it kind of folds down right in here. It folds over right here. The longer I leave it unstuffed, the worse that becomes. I did get a quote from leather surgeons for $375 to dye it back, basically help to make the corners look better, and also to go inside the bag and to fix the structure of it basically. So I probably will eventually do that, but that's not something I feel the need to do right now. So if you get the black and you get the classic, it has the classic line
of this handbag is absolutely perfect. One of the things that I noticed also about this handbag, and I was actually quite pleasantly surprised, is that the handbag is very, very light. I thought that an Hermes handbag, since it is made in all leather, would be a little bit heavier, but this one is really, really light, which I prefer light handbags simply because, of course, it's hard when you also have to carry a lot of heavy things on the inside and then you add to the weight of the bag. It's just really, really crazy, especially like the bag that I'm thinking of right now is the YSL Sac de Jour, and I did not like that handbag simply because it was just so weighty even without anything on the inside. So this one is really impeccably made and it is still lightweight, so very, very happy about it. Let me give you guys some up close of it. I still have the sticker on it, and I know the Hermes staff did tell me that I should take off the sticker because it does cause some discoloration, but right now I just want to keep it that way in its pristine condition for now. So it does have this turn lock as well right there, and yeah, let me just open it up for you guys. On the inside, oops, okay, I have to be very, very careful with this. Of course, I don't want to ruin my new handbag. So on the inside, it does have like the Hermes made in France stamping on it, and then it is a little bit difficult to get into, but you just push it open like that. And yeah, so on the inside we have one slip pocket right here in front without any zipper, and then to the back side there is a zippered slip pocket. I'm unsure if the camera can catch it because it is relatively dark, and yeah, it's lined in black. So there is actually no lining, it's just black leather all on the inside. So I'm unsure. So sorry, it is lined in black leather on the inside. Yeah, I can feel it that it is two pieces stitched together. So that is how it looks on the inside, and then to the side of the handbag as well. And then to the bottom part there are 4 feet, which I still have, of course, the sticker on as well. And then to the back side, the stitching for the handles. So very, very happy about this handbag. If you hold it just by its top handle and you don't put like this down on the lock part, it doesn't open all the way. So that's why I also do like the Kelly 25 size. I'm unsure how people usually use the handbag. If I'm not mistaken, they just leave this open, leave the 2 belts down like this, and then they wear it like this usually, and then you can lock it quite easily, so that gives you a quicker way to access the handbag. So overall, I am really, really happy with this handbag. I mean, this is definitely a keeper for my collection. The last thing that I wanted to talk about in this video is actually the guilt complex that I went through when I bought this handbag. So of course, all of you guys know what is happening around the world right now, and when I got this handbag, I was like, what am I doing? Am I absolutely insane to be buying such an expensive handbag at a time like this? So my husband was the one who was actually comforting me. He was like saying, you know, you are not taking anything away from somebody. It's not like the money that you got for this is something that is going to be a strain on us financially, and it's not going to, I mean, there is just a lot of back and forth discussion between me and him about this, and I really did feel bad. I know that maybe a lot of you guys who are in the luxury community may be feeling the same way as me, but then eventually I realized that this handbag, what it means to me is it's really a symbol of hope, and it's really a symbol of like the times are changing, and I hope that they are changing for the better. And yeah, I think that I will keep this in my collection, definitely, just to remind me of the times like this where we do go through, but it's to remind me that these times don't last and good times will come again. And it's just a matter of really being able to look forward and keep moving forward. So that's what I just wanted to include in this video. Anyways, it is something that I really did think very hard about, especially when buying this handbag. So guys, I hope you did enjoy this week's video. I am back